Do you think it's right to use ANI to use AI to make videos? Yeah, haven't had my coffee yet for this morning. Is it right, wrong? Is it crap? Should you not do it? Should you not support those, creators like myself that are using AI? Is it just like, yeah, what do you think about it? I really want to hear your opinion. And and I am showing Reddit here because this topic came up just now on Reddit, and it sparked a really interesting conversation. And I want to kind of explain my opinion along the way, but I definitely want to hear yours. So here's how it all started. Just the other day, I posted on Reddit because obviously I'm a DM myself. I love D&D. I've been playing for years. I want to give back to the community, especially those DMs that work so hard for very little pay, if any, right? Those that are doing this professionally, they really deserve to be supported. It's truly a labor of love. So I wanted to give back out of the goodness of my heart. I'm not asking for money or for anything like that. I said, hey, you share a good story from your D&D game, something funny or crazy. Keep it short, and I will make a video out of that just to be nice, and maybe it'll help you promote your game. And at the end of the video, I'll say, hey, this is from, so and so DM. Click on the link if you want to play a game with them. And then someone responded, and I think this is a really interesting response because this kind of summarizes how probably a lot of people think about AI and creating videos, not just for D&D, but for anything. I'm going to read their response. He said, hey, not much work involved in throwing AI over someone else's story, man. I get it's ubiquitous in the table, top space, but making shockingly poor AI slop for YouTube, it's a low-tier effort. Calling yourself a creator off the back of this stuff, it's just sad. But that's my 2 cents. Okay. Now, I wrote a very long response to that, and I'm truly glad. You can hear how excited I am. I'm really glad that this came up because it gave me the chance to kind of think this through and then explain my take on it. Yes, so number one, I cannot compare myself to animators, graphic artists, designers that create from start to finish, create from scratch, drawing things out, or animating like a cartoon and making a video completely on their own without the use of AI. I think that's amazing, and I have so much respect. They are true artists, and I cannot compare the videos I make, the time and the effort that I'm putting in, which is still something, but I can't compare it to them, right? So they're in a league of their own. But that being said, for those of you who have never created a video from AI, sure, like it is a big help. I use AI as a tool, right here, not a crutch. So I use it as a starting point, but then there's still a lot of manual work and creativity that goes into my whole process. So I will like edit the text, make it more, make it more sound a different way, a certain tone. So I don't just like copy and paste the original text of the story. So I'm manually doing that. Then I'll make edits, whatever it comes up with. Some of the images are just weird or bad. So then I'll replace those images. I'll find my own. And also I'll throw in memes, GIFs, stickers, other video clips. I will add in, effects, choose my own, choose a music soundtrack to go with it. And then I choose the voice. Actually, sometimes the voice maybe you can hear in my videos, it's my own voice. So with AI, it's actually pretty cool. You can mimic your own voice, although it is through AI. But I'll choose like different voices depending on the tone I'm going for. Then of course, then there's the whole part of actually posting the video, which, making a description, trying to find a catchy title, the relevant hashtags. So this whole process, it still on average takes, I'd say, over 2 hours, and it took me even longer when I started, but now I'm just starting to get into a groove and it's getting a little bit faster, but it still takes a while, and there is a lot of work and creativity involved. So to summarize, AI does not, cannot replace a true artist that is animating everything or drawing everything themselves, but it still is a lot of work, and there is creativity involved. So it's not like 1 minute, one click, and it's done. And in the end, here's how I see it. For those who don't enjoy it or they don't appreciate, AI generated content, especially like videos like mine, that's fine. They're, more than welcome. And I'm not saying this sarcastically. I really mean this. They can give me a thumbs down. They can, comment on it that they don't like it or whatever. Show me some hate, and that's okay. Or they can completely ignore it, and that's fine too. But I know there are plenty of folks who are enjoying it. And if there's one person in the world who likes watching these videos, I'm going to still make it, right? So as long as there's someone out there who's enjoying watching them, and I know there are because I have actually gotten quite a amount of views considering I'm a brand new channel. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going so far. And I'm enjoying it and it's fun for me and I love sharing, like I love sharing other folks' stories. And oh, by the way, I always will get their permission. When someone gets back to me, they're always like, at least it hasn't happened yet. I mean, I'm sure someone will say, hey, I don't want you to use it. And of course I respect that. But so far everyone's like, yeah, of course, Mick, I would love to let me know when the video's up. I would love to see it. Thank you for doing this. So, to me, it's like a win-win situation. And if you do feel like this Crookshanks guy or person that it's not right and it's crap and whatever, then just don't watch it. Or feel free to insult it and that's okay with me too. Comment below with what your feeling is. Is it right to use AI to generate videos? How does it compare to a true creator or artist that does everything manually themselves without AI? Is it right? Is it wrong? Again, I'm going to link to all this in the description, and I will not be surprised if this Crookshanks guy, writes back something snarky, and that's fine. That's their opinion, and I respect that. But here's what I'm doing, and if I can give back to, this is the last thing I'll say. If I can use AI to give back to the D&D community, especially those DMs that are working so hard and struggling to find people to play in their games, and it's a true grind, and if I can use AI to help them in some way, again, for free, I'm not asking for anything in return, then I will absolutely continue doing that